Today we're going to hear from one of the leaders in the community, Jeff Woodward. Jeff is going to share with us how to jumpstart our business. Jeff has been doing this for a lot of businesses in the area, and he'll help you also. So pay attention and let's see what Jeff has to say about jumpstarting our business.
Jumpstart your business. Interesting words, and it really didn't hit me till not too long ago about the word jumpstart. What do you think when you hear the word jumpstart?
First thing I think is a dead battery.
All right, dead battery. Okay, real quick side note, this right here is spell check, and spell check is on. If you think it's wrong up here on the board, it will correct itself soon. Okay? So, spell check is on. All right, dead battery. What else? Jumpstart your business. Dead battery. Okay, jolt of energy. Okay, and pretty much a dead battery, right? And when we hear jumpstart, we think car, don't we? So, what are some things that can put you on the side of the road in your car? Well, you got a dead battery. What are some other things? Flat tire.
Broken belt. True story.
Bad conversation in the car.
Texting. So, okay, what is that?
Ignoring that conversation.
Okay. So those are the things that are wrong with your car, right? So if we're in business and in education, we do a lot of things called transference. We relate things to other things. And so today I'm going to relate your business to a car. Okay? Because what are the in relation to business, can you mirror these things to something in your business? Yes, Joe. Okay. A plan, well,
If something happens, how am I going to get to here or whatever?
Are you talking like gas will be the gas will be your capital?
right, okay, so gas, out of gas. And let me just help out here. I like that plan, but that's going to come a little later, so I'm going to park it over here, park it over here.
Dead battery is your passion.
Okay, dead battery, lack of passion, will to go on, right? No energy.
Appearance. Dead battery and appearance. You want to go in to see a client with energy.
Okay, well, even appearance. How many people take their car to Manual's Detailing and get it buffed and cleaned? Okay, right? You're welcome. I'll pick up the 20 later. Next one's 30. I go up and press. So, wow, let me just real quick here. Flat tire. Well, not going anywhere. Broken belt. You got a process that's broken. It ain't working. Out of gas. Again, no energy, no fuel. Okay? No money, right? Interesting. A deer.
Outside influence.
Okay?
Obstacle.
Ex-wife.
Things that are not in your control, right? Collision. Uh-oh. Collision.
Not paying attention to your business.
Not paying attention to your business, and then also conflicts with customers, right? We just derailed on this. What happened? We just ran in, we had a run-in, well, wow, how do we say that, right? Run-in, or competition, it could be run-in, it could be something like that, right?
We have an attorney in conjunction with that.
Ignoring bad noise.
We ignore Fred all the time.
Exactly. So,
Please ignore that. No, here it is.
does your business make bad noises? I'm sorry, are you groaning? Oh,
Bad
God.
review on social media.
Here comes that person again, or oh, God, I got to deal with, right? We do it all the time. And we subconsciously do it, and I'll go there in a minute. Wheel falls off, okay? That could be,
That's gotta be something amazing. I've never seen a wheel just fall off.
okay,
My mechanic.
I got a story for you, but not here.
I got a story for you.
I've seen it happen. That's an outside influence too. The people that put it on.
Okay, so, wheel fall off, employee going in another direction, not the direction of your business. Happens all the time. I'm just going to, thanks for the paycheck, I'm just going to do my own thing. Right? Yeah, I'll get to that, boss. Appearance. Which, professionalism, right? What's your business look like? Are you doing the things to keep your car moving? All right. We got this, yeah? We got the analogy. All right? So imagine this. You're on the side of the road, you're broken down, and a mechanic comes up, pulls...
Assistance, you need assistance.
Okay,
You
you're...
need help.
Yes, you do. And guess what? Help is on the way because this mechanic pulls up and says, hey, let me fix your car for you. Let me fix your car. Come on, give me the keys. I'll put it on the back of my wrecker and I'll take it and I'll fix it. Let me fix it for you.
You never see a car now.
Let me fix it for you. What's the problem with that? Oh, what was that?
You gotta figure out what's wrong with it first.
So you're not just going to turn your car over to the mechanic?
No.
Who would turn their car over to the mechanic?
Well, if I had called AAA, I probably would.
Interesting. Hold on to that thought.
Not just somebody who just happened to pull up.
Okay. Interesting, because how many of you have been in here at a networking event? How many of you acted like that mechanic? Hey, let me fix your business. Hey, let me fix your business. Here's my card. Let me fix your business. Let me fix your business. Let me fix your business.
You gotta have trust, is what you're saying.
Well, I don't know what I'm saying yet. Okay? But
Building relationships.
But doesn't that happen? And don't we do it all? And you can see it a mile away. Oh, here they come. They're we want, right? But we do it all the time. I do it, right? I mean, hey, let me fix your business because I'm the professional. I see what's wrong with it. Oh, most of the time, right? I just can't see the person in the mirror and their business. Right? Yeah. And well, hey, with that, we're going to try to get there too. We got a short amount of time, and I'm going to pack it full of stuff. Okay, so you're handing out your card. That mechanic's right there in your face, trying to do business with me. Give me your checkbook and give me your car. And what do? You step back. Wait, whoa. Who do you call? Sue said AAA. Okay. So did somebody write this down for me?
Someone who will listen. No.
I would write it down.
I've got one.
Do you? Okay, great. Because I need a note taker because I need this later. Yeah, take a picture of it. And my phone blew up, so I can't take a picture. I usually take a picture of it.
Oh, come on. Nobody writes anymore, huh?
Fred, take a
No,
picture.
it's filming the whole thing.
Yeah, well. Yeah, that's right.
Help him.
Yeah.
Who's he? He said let me go. All right.
Good? Okay, great. Thank you. All right. So these things are broken. Something's going on. And I don't know if we have time to address each issue with your car, your business, but we're going to address some of them. Okay? We only have a short amount of time, so we're going to address some of them. Who do you call? She said AAA. Okay? Well, let's think about it. You want your car fixed. Who are you going to call? Tell me, what are the qualities? You're going to call a mechanic for the most part. Would everyone agree? Or who else?
I'm gonna call a friend.
Okay, great. Friend.
Well, because this is what I did when I moved here.
Okay.
Little friend, some door to the car.
Phone a friend, right? Hey, we got a question.
When you're a teenager, you're gonna call dad.
Dad,
Well, I was an adult when I called that.
Call my husband. Call my
Yeah, this is
husband.
what's going on.
Spell. Say, please, just sit there.
my father was a mechanic, so he was.
Advisor.
Your mechanic.
Yeah, we said that.
You get. Well, did you? Oh, my bad.
Yeah, and then I said no, I want somebody's referral before I call him.
But not a mechanic. Your mechanic. Your mechanic. And if you don't have your mechanic, you're going to call some of these people, and what are you going to ask them? Who? Right? So, with all that, what are the qualities you're looking for in this mechanic?
Reasonable price, not cheap, but reasonable price. Someone is fair with their price.
Honest. I got you. Hey, I got you.
Fair pricing, honest.
And damn good at what they do.
Quality, right?
Sometimes convenience, if it's on a Sunday night, are they able to come get the car? You know, what's the turnaround? I don't know.
Convenience,
Stands behind her work.
well, how do we say it? Well, there's a word.
Guarantee.
Okay,
Timely.
there goes that spell check. Timely. Okay. Now, if you write this list down and compare it to your business, what do you see? Can you get those words from one of your customers? Okay? And if not, what are you going to do about it? Okay? Your car's sitting on the side of the road, you're going to call AAA. Right? In the business world, we call quadruple A. Okay? All right, we good with this? Everybody understand? Taking these words, are your pricings fair? How do you find fair pricing for your business?
Shop the competition.
Shop the competition. And what value are you adding? Right?
Yeah, but sometimes you do things that are just outside the norm, and you're just gonna have, you know, you're gonna see what are you adding it there, how much time is it gonna take you to do it, and what you're willing to do it for. And if you, sometimes it's what I think is fair, and if my client doesn't like it, that's fine, I understand that.
Sometimes do you just throw numbers out there? Some people that have their own business, like I'm selling this widget. Give me $50 for it.
Nah,
I
you
used
wouldn't
to
do
do that,
that.
I don't do that anymore, I think it through.
Okay. Like I say, every business in here is different, and you'll have to apply this information to your business. And I'm throwing those things out there. Are we looking at our competition to regulate our pricing? Are we looking at the time that it takes and the cost to us? At the end of the day, your P&L statement, you want to be on the plus side. And time is money. You hear it all the time, but rarely do we actually put that into practice. Okay? So we call our mechanic for all these things, and so the gut check here is your business, do you have these qualities? And if you don't, how can you get those qualities? Because they are a must. As we have talked about, you won't call anyone else. And then you're going to call a friend and hope they have found this person. Right? So when we're out networking and we've done business with other people, have we done this? If not, we call quadruple A. We're one up on triple A. Right? We good? So what is quadruple A? Your business where is the power source of your business?
Then you.
Who is the power source? Who's the engine that keeps your business going? The customer is your overall who you're going to service, right? But the powerhouse, and we'll go there in just a minute, but your business starts out with whom? It starts with you. And if you are broken, if you're out of gas, if you're beside the road, if you're in the ditch somewhere, if you're in a rut and you want to get out of it, what's that?
I'm just joking, that sounds bad.
It does sound bad, but mentally and internally, are we there? And do we get there and do we stay there? Sometimes we're not paying attention and we're in the ditch and then we try to get back on the road and we're back in the ditch. So what can we do to keep ourselves from going into the ditch or get out of the ditch? And I say quadruple A. The first thing is attitude. Okay? What is your attitude? Are you enjoying your business? Are you positive about your business? Is it where you want to go? Okay? Attitude. If it's not, you need to look at that. And we are very unique individuals where we have control of our thoughts. And if you control your thoughts, you start changing your attitude. And when negative stuff comes in, you have to block it and replace it with some positive stuff. And that is affirmation. Okay? A positive affirmation are the words that you say to yourself that you fuel your engine. Right? If you're always beating yourself down, oh, nobody wants to do business with me. Well, guess what? They don't. Okay? Because the fuel that you've just added is got water and everything else in it. It's not a pure fuel. Fueling your business is a positive affirmation. I do a great job at my business. My business does these things. So attitude and affirmation, a positive attitude, a positive affirmation. And with anything, it takes action. Wanting to do good business and doing good business are two different things. It's the want to, your attitude, right? First of all, have to and want to. Is there a difference?
Oh, yeah.
How many of you have to do your business?
You want to.
You have to do it because you got to make money, because you got to survive, you got other obligations, okay? Now the deal is even your employees. When your employees have to come to work, that is a problem. And one of the generals, I think it was Patton, I'm not sure, he said, I never try to get the troops to do the things that I want them to do. I want to get them to do, I'm sorry? No. Never get the troops to do something I want them to do because I want them to do it. Get them to do it because they want to do it. Okay? So turning a have to into a want to, there's power in this want to. I want to do it. I want to be the perfect business. I want to build this up to, and that comes with attitude and affirmation. Okay? And a different reason besides money. Money is just a mediocre excuse to do business. Right? If you've got somebody that wants to, and if you want to, you're passionate about it. And if you're passionate about it, this is a byproduct of your services. And what you're really doing is adding value to your clients. Your customers come to you because they trust you, because they want to do business with you, because friends refer them. All the reasons we want in a mechanic, those are adding value to the customers. Would you agree with me on that one? Yeah? Okay. So there's your challenge. Quadruple A. So right now on your piece of paper, why don't you write down about 3 things how you add value to your clients? I'll give you a minute. How are you adding value to your clients?
Add value to your clients or add value to your services for your clients?
Yes. And believe me, your clients are not just people who give you money. If you're providing a service, if you're working for someone, some entity or something like that, how are you adding value? All right, if you're not finished, you have to do that after this meeting.
Come to the next one.
Yeah, the car's leaving, the bus is leaving, get on board. So, why do we have a car?
Get us from point A to point B.
Really? What is- The cruise to Boulevard? Hey, how you doing? Right? Too much coffee. So why do you have a car? Get from point A to point B. Anyone else?
Enjoyment.
Enjoyment. But for the most part, it's getting from point A to point B, isn't it? Right? Right? So we have a car to go from point A to point B. Now, why do you have your business? Same thing?
More or less same, sir.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Why? How so?
You have to go from one point to another point in the life. Like a car, business is a vehicle to make you reach you there.
Okay.
Reach your full potential.
Well, thank you.
Essential.
Well, interesting. Notice how I put point A to point B, and I drew a straight line instead of okay? We drive our car with purpose. We know where we're going. We know the destination. We know.
That's not true all the time.
You're right. It's not.
Have you ever driven with my wife?
Wait a minute, have you ever driven with a man who stopped
Let me turn.
That was coming.
Yes, he was funny.
You haven't learned, you're outnumbered.
Oh yeah. Love the comments.
Any evidence over there?
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. You know, that is good. But wow, how true is it? You've got someone else in the car, okay, that's driving that really doesn't know where they're going. Okay? Anybody in here have office assistants? Or will have office assistants, or there's someone else involved in their business? Okay? Where are you going? Do they know where you're going? First of all, okay, do you know where you're going? How many times have you taken a trip and you planned it out? Okay, travel people. It's important to plan a trip and kind of have a plan. So a lot of times in our business, we're trying to go from point A to point B, but we never come up with a plan to get there. And we don't know what obstacles are going to be in the way. But when we have our trip, we plan for them. Well, what are the obstacles that are going to get in the way? If you're getting from point A, I'm going from here to Maryland. What's going to get in the way?
Traffic,
Traffic,
Accidents.
accidents,
having to stop for gas,
having to stop for gas,
and food,
and food, and snacks, and the restroom, right?
Relying on technology. Your GPS don't work everywhere.
You know, wow, there's lots of things that get in your way just taking a trip. But you plan for them. You know pretty much in general what's going to get in your way of your trip. So why don't we think about that for our business? What is going to keep you on schedule, on task in your business so that you're not doing this and you are doing this? Okay? It takes a plan. First of all, why are you in business? On your sheet of paper, write down 3 things of why are you in business? Remember that. Try not to make that your answer. That's a byproduct. I don't really want you to take just a minute to do this. I want you to take some time to do this because this is your roadmap. These things that you're writing, there's power in the pen. You are actually writing affirmations. And you are telling the little man in your head that this is where you're going. And this is why you're going there. Okay? So you're going from point A to point B. Where is that? So in the next 3 months, where do you want your business to be in 3 months? Okay? Now, you can put $1. First of all, let me back up. You talked about why you're in business. That's your vision. Do you have a vision for your business? Now, can anyone, you want to give me an example of a vision statement? Does anyone have a vision statement for their business? Full Potential is the top trainer, business coach in Horry County or in South Carolina. What is my limits, my geographical limits?
Yeah, like, in 5
Okay.
years, I see my business as like having my own private office with a marketing assistant and
Okay, so that, the vision is your overall picture, okay? Vision is my heart of my business. It's that thing unseen. Now, I've done this with a few, I think I've done this with some Ing people before, but let me try this again real quick, okay? Does anyone want to volunteer? Can I have a volunteer, please? No, ma'am. I just need a volunteer who is confident that they can pick up this piece of paper. Okay? Okay.
So are you volunteering?
Come on, volunteer. Come on, volunteer. All right, come on up here, though. I want you to come up here. Oh, you okay?
Yeah, I thought I could just pick it up.
You thought you could just pick it up. You thought it was just right beside you. Well, it's not because it's out there. Okay? Do you see that piece of paper? How confident are you that you can pick it up?
Very.
Really?
Yeah.
Give me a scale of 1 to 100%. What confidence level do you have that you can pick up that piece of paper?
100%.
Are you sure? She sounds confident, doesn't she?
There's nothing wrong with my hands.
Okay.
I might have a little lamp, but it don't stop me.
That won't stop you. Interesting. So you see it. Do you see it? It's right there.
Mm-hmm.
You can see it. You can almost taste it from here. It tastes dry, paperish. Right? You can feel it. You can hear it calling your name. It's It's in your gut going, oh, here I am, right? All right, so you ready?
I can move though. right?
Yeah, oh yes, yes. Because you got to take action, right? You got a great attitude, doesn't she? 100% positive that she can do this. Affirmation. You just told yourself, I am 100% positive that I can do this, right?
That's right.
And you're getting ready to take some action, and I'm getting ready to add some value.
Let's go.
All right, ready? All right, on the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2. You sure you can do it?
I know it's
All right, when I say 3, I want you to look at it. I want you to close your eyes, keep your eyes closed, and go pick it up.
okay.
1, 2, 3. Anybody else want to try it? Okay. That is an example of having a vision. Okay? You see it in your mind's eye, and even though it's physical, the vision for your business is not. It's what you picture it in your mind. What do you see? Where is it going? Where is it out there? And if you write that down, my business is flourishing. It is one of the top businesses in the country that I provide these services to my clients because I've added value to my clients. Notice I didn't say I take money from my clients. Okay? It's a byproduct. Your vision. You see it. You know it's there. You can do whatever you want to do and still have the confidence to go pick it up. Okay? So, wow, I'm way over here. Am I off a little bit? Am I closer than when I started? Okay? So, maybe my mission statement was I want to have a $5 million company. And that's okay. That was my mission, right? I want a $5 million company. Well, gosh, I only made $4 million this year. Right?
Positive.
Right. But it still beats standing here having nothing. So the vision is so important for you, not only you, but your business. And we have some people that want to take their business to the next level, and they have people working for them. If the people don't know what the next level is, then how can they get there? And you're going to get there by dragging them, where they probably have some strengths that can pull you. And wow, you've just turned it in. And if you ask them, hey, this is my vision, how do you think we can get there? You'll be surprised at the rabbits they pull out of their hats. Oh, well, why don't we do this? Well, guess what you just did? Now they've got buy-in. Now you're asking their opinions, their personal. Now you're the driver. They say, well, I think we should need to go up here and turn left. Well, does it fit your vision? Does it fit your mission, where you're going? You know, I appreciate that thought, but I'm not quite sure how it's going to take us here. Explain. They'll explain it and say, oh, well, yeah, what was I thinking? Okay, but great. Appreciate the thoughts. You're adding value to them. You're getting buy-in from them. And you're all on the same page going to the vision. So, your task at some point between now and next week is, what's your vision? Write it down so you can see it, hear it, smell it, taste it. Throw that image. If you've got to draw a picture, draw the picture. However you learn, however you do it, right? So you're going to write a vision statement. Then your mission statement, Chad, comes in 5 years from now. Where am I? 3 months from now is what I'd like you to tell yourself. Where are you going to be in 3 months? How many clients are you going to touch? How much income are you going to produce? Okay? I want to make $30,000 in the next 3 months. Up $300,000 in the next 3 months. Okay. Is it possible If so, if that's your mission, right, if that's where you're going, if that's your mission, then how are you going to get there? If you qualify and quantify it, this is where we're going, right? This is why we're going there. And then quantify. This is how you're in your car, you're driving along, what are you doing? You're in your car, you're driving, what are you doing?
Stargazing.
Are you just stargazing out the window? What are you consistently doing? Steering, staying on the road, focusing. What is it?
Looking at the road.
Looking at the road, but occasionally you look where?
In the mirror, out the window, outside, make sure no one's around you.
Okay.
Looking at the signs on the road.
How fast are you going?
Real bad.
Depends on if there's a cop around it.
Okay. But how do we know how fast we're going? Well, what do we call those things? Not just the speedometer.
The gauge.
Gauges. We look at the speedometer. We look at the gas level. We look at to make sure our battery's being charged. We look at these. We look for red lights. We look for things that are happening in our car. It's subconscious. We do it all the time. And a lot of times when you get in business, you do things subconsciously. And you don't know you're doing them. Okay? You're going 55 miles an hour in a 55 mile an hour zone. It's Sunday. Nobody's on the road. You're just cruising. You're cruising along. All of a sudden you go around a curve and there's a policeman sitting there. What do you do?
Start crying, slam on your brakes, and take it to the door.
But there's that hiccup that says, touch the brake, sit up straight, stop texting, stop calling, and 10 and 2, but now it's 4 and 6, I think now. And then it's, and you're trying, yeah, put your clothes on, whatever. Thanks, Fred. So you're going along, and because of the subconsciously, that's what happens. And that is habit. Okay? We operate a lot on habit. And history, you as your business, history repeats itself. History and habit, they repeat themselves. Okay? You can't help it. We have habits. I got to have my coffee in the morning. Habit. Okay? At the end of the day, if you don't have your coffee in the morning, you'll survive. But you tell yourself, oh, I can't function without my coffee. I already heard it in here a couple times. I said it. I said it. Right? But I could take it or leave it, you know. But bringing your business to a conscious level is important to help analyze where you're going and what you're doing. So we talked about your vision statement, your mission statement. Did I tell you to write that down? Where are you going to be in the next 3 months? And you could say a year out from now, okay? But let's take some baby steps. Don't make it such a lofty goal that in 3 months that, oh, I didn't make it, and you're just going to quit. You're back in the ditch. Make it an attainable goal. Get everybody on board to go to that goal. If I say I'm going to meet 10 clients in the next month, then what's your plan? What's your road trip look like? Where am I going? What am I doing? When am I doing it? How am I doing it? And that's called scheduling. Scheduling. When I was in the Navy, I was a diver in the Navy, and we always had a dive brief before we went out to do work. And we always knew what our plan was and who was doing what. You're the emergency, you're the backup diver. Something happens. You're the supervisor. You're going to be in control of the dive station. And it didn't matter what rank you were at that point. The diving supervisor had control. Okay? And we had a motto, and it says, we plan the dive, and we dive the plan. And anytime something came in from the outside to roadblock us, to be an obstacle in our way, we had to assess it right then. Is it something that we can overcome now, or do we cancel our dive? Because it's not in our plan. Right? If we're going out and all of a sudden we're getting ready to get in the water and there are, two great white sharks with a lot of chum in the water, that's not in our plan. So we do a risk assessment and say, is it worth me going down this road? Well, no, it's not. It's not part of our plan. Let's go replan, regroup to get the job done. So these are actions that we do. Schedule. What does your timeline look like? When are you going to do the activities that you're going to do? Because I'll get to it. Yeah, I'm going to do that. It's like saying, that cup. Does it belong there? Not in a minute, right? And it kind of makes you a little bit nervous, doesn't it? But you know what? If you look at it and go, oh, you know what? I need to do something with that cup. I'll get to it later. I walk by. And then I come back by, oh yeah, the cup. And then I go, oh, yeah.
Yeah, except there's a lot more than one.
What's that?
Except there's a lot more than one cup.
I understand that, and thank you for saying that.
Many plates.
Okay, I understand that, really I do. Okay, and so, but what the point I'm getting at is, pretty soon we don't see it. We've accepted. We've told ourselves, "I'll get to it later." The problem with later never comes because now, if I can't get it right now, and I pull out my calendar. And I say, you know what? I've got some time on Monday the 15th at 3 o'clock. I will take care of that cup. And I write it down. Well, guess what? If I stick to my plan and my schedule and my timeline and my mission and my vision, and I said it was important because it's a glaring thing that actually distracts my customers, and because what you guys wonder, is it got stuff in it? Right? And so, well, wait a minute, it's the 15th and it says 3 o'clock, and daggum it, it's 3 o'clock, and well, guess what? I've solved it. But if you keep putting it off and putting it off and putting it off, first of all, did you need to do it anyways? Because it's still on your mind. Your subconscious guy's sitting there looking at this list that you subconsciously wrote down. You forgot to physically write it down and put it in your schedule of when you're going to take care of it. But he knows, oh, God, is that thing? Oh. And it wrote, and in the middle of the night while you're trying to sleep, he's going, what do I do with all this stuff? He's up there at his control console. He never sleeps. He's up there just shuffling papers around. Oh, look at this list. I got to write more. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Yeah, okay, whatever. Right?
Question for you.
Sure.
Do you think that there's a difference? Because I always take notes in my phone now.
Mm-hmm.
Unless there's like something that happens and so then I'll just write it down while I have something else and I'm just finishing that thought and then I'll put it in. Do you think there's an actual difference, like a physical difference between writing something and typing something as far as, I don't know, getting it out of your head, remembering it, anything like that?
Just like
Okay.
you do when like he did, you have a phone crash.
Right, well.
Okay.
You back it up. You back
So,
it up.
so let me give you the professional educational answer for that, okay? And the answer is yes, there is a difference,
In your-
okay? The learning cycle, Okay? There is, that's why, how many of you have ever been to a workshop before and a seminar? Okay? How many of you can remember what happened in that workshop to the T? Okay, I've been speaking for almost an hour. Okay? The reason I gave you paper wasn't for me. You know, you taking notes, it's your bit, you taking notes doesn't do anything for me. Makes me feel good that you're paying attention, right? But at the end of the day, what are you going to take with you? And there is power in the pen. We think and we remember things through pictures. Pictures say 1,000 words. Okay? When you write the words, it's not really the letters it's the picture of the letters. I mean, I'm going deep here. It's the picture of the letters. They did a study in one of the universities or something. They wrote, and you might have seen it as a paragraph, and they took the first letter and the last letter, and they kept it saying, and they jumbled all the letters in the middle. But you could read the paragraph. You can read the paragraph. We put those things together. We put those things in context because of all of our experiences. Okay? When you type it in the phone, it's kind of impersonal. You know? It's like when I pull out this, I really see the picture. I can say, okay, the scribbles, the scratches that I make, you know, I made a mistake. But I can look at it and go, oh, yep, I know what that's about. And it brings that image of that person, everything. That's why I stopped, you know, my phone did crash. But I stopped using my phone to take notes and do my scheduling because I found that unless I look at my phone, I don't remember it. But when I write it in here, it is a reminder, but I wrote it. And I know tomorrow what my schedule is probably without even looking at it because I see the picture in my mind. So the answer to your question is there is power in the pen. And part of the adult learning adult learning cycle, how we learn, you know, reading something is great. But if you read and took notes, and then if you revise those notes to relate it to yourself, and then you repeated rewriting those notes, we learn by repetition. That's how we learn. And so it's a repetitive process, and you're actually putting that picture in your head. So thanks for asking that question. Okay. I want to look at my notes just a second here. We were talking about gauges. What are the gauges for your business? How do you know if you're doing well? How do you know if you're on track? Right? GPSs are now a gauge for us, right? We check it to make sure we're on track. It tells us where to go, what to do. So what's the GPS for your business? What's the next step? So, and if you don't have that written down, and if people don't know it, it's an important thing to do. Okay? Now, let's say we got all this down. Okay? When you go to a networking event, what are people thinking about?
Drinking.
I like the way you think. No.
Themselves.
What are you thinking about when you go to a networking event? Make connections, how to get on those boards. Oh, okay.
Contact.
I want them to give me their money. Okay? I want them to do business with me. Okay? Now, what are they thinking?
Same thing. They want you to do business with them.
Same thing. And I walk up to Chad, hey Chad, I'm Jeff Woodward, how are you doing? You're Chad, and your insurance? Okay, thanks. Why? Because I don't need insurance. And I know he doesn't need my service. And we subconsciously do that all the time. With them, what's in it for me? Everybody goes over there, what's in it for me? 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 So the object here is when you go to talk to someone at a networking event, what's in it for them? If you come across and say, hey, you know, I want to do business with you, you need my services, they're going to throw up the wall. Sales process. How many of you are salespersons? Everyone in here is a salesperson. Okay? How many of you have worked on sales skills? Because it is a skill. It's not just something, oh, I'm really good at it. And those of you who think you're really good at it, how are your sales? You know, I remember recently where I was in a sales process and I skipped some of the steps because I just went right for what, you know, my mistake, right? Okay. I knew the person. I knew what the person wanted, and I tried to go right to what do they need, you know, how I can help them. And I made assumptions that were incorrect. And I skipped the sales process. A good introduction. Okay? Are you introducing your business in a positive manner? Right? Are you adding value when you're introducing your business? You know, what do you do? When somebody says, well, what do you do? Well, your catchphrase or your tagline is what? What do you do? So think about that. How can you set yourself apart from other people that are going, well, I'm a lawyer. Well, I don't need a lawyer. Okay? Well, I'm a business coach. Well, I don't need a business coach. Or if I said, well, have you ever been stuck in your business and you just seem like you just can't get out of a certain situation and you know don't know where to go? Oh yeah, I remember when that person did such and such and such and such, yeah, and da da da. Yeah. Well, I help people get out of those situations. Oh. And the goal is when you're networking and you're asking people questions or saying something to them is to get them to ask you a question. You really want them to say, well, how do you do that? And when they say, how do you do that, don't throw up on them. Oh, well, I come in and I do this and I do that and I do this and I do that. Because my wife and I, we used to do that. I used to do that all the time. Because I was so excited. Oh, I'm going to help you. I'm going to save you. I'm going to throw you a life ring.
I don't want a life ring.
Yeah. But they're like, dude, just back off. You get me all wet. Right? But just so passionate, excited about it. But I had to come back to the sales process. Right? Favorable interest. Look, hey, you know what? Hey, it's good to meet you, Chad. I'm not sure if I can help you or not. But I think it's worth 15, 30 minutes, maybe coffee, that we sit down and discuss it. Maybe you can help me. Maybe I can help you. And if not, maybe we know some people that we can work with together that we both can do well. Now, how's that sound?
Sounds wonderful.
Great. When are you available? I'm available on Thursday at 3 o'clock. Would that work for you? Or can I call you Monday and set an appointment with you?
Call me Monday and we'll go.
That's so much better than, well, I don't think I can work with you. Or, well, I don't need your services. Because you don't know who they know. And you really don't know what their needs until you discover it. So, wow, time flies when I'm having fun. What's in it for them? In your business, what's in it for them? Okay? So I'm going to finish up here, and I'm just going to recap on some of the things that we talked about today. And the first one is your vision statement. Why are you in business? Please write that. Do yourself a favor and do your employees a favor. Where are you going? Qualities of your business. You know, what are the features and benefits of your business? That's a sales process. What are the features and benefits of your business? Where are you going? What attitude do you have? What are you saying to yourself? Big key right here. Action. What actions are you taking? And what actions are you going to stop? The actions that carry you off here on this path, I would highly recognize those and say, okay, let's not go down that road anymore.
Definitions of insanity.
Yes. Hey, I've been there. I've been insane many times. And you know, it's so funny because I know this stuff very well, but it's putting it into practice. I have many cups lying around, as some of you know, right? And it's just putting it in action. Your first milestone. Where are you going to be? Your first rest stop. Your first rest stop, you're going to check your gauges. Are you close to where you said you were going to be? If not, what are you going to do different to get there? Gauges. Do you have gauges? What are your gauges in your business? We talked about networking and setting appointments, right? The reason you go to networking is not to sell at a networking event. It's to create interest, to create camaraderie, and to set an appointment. Okay? You should have a goal when you go to a networking event. If you go there and you see the same people, and you talk to the same people, but you've never sat down at an appointment with them, then it's just a social group. It's not networking. It's just a social time. With them for your customers. Remember, they want to know what's in it for them. Okay? They want to sit down and do business with you as well. How can you? And then the last thing is sales training. Train. Get some training. Okay? If you need some help with that, I know some people that can do that for you. Not sure who, but no. We have professionals in the area that can help you. And with that, I crammed a lot of information. I gave a lot of information to you, and I hope it was well worth it for you and your business. I hope that you'll find the stuff engaging and that you can put it in action. Thank you for coming to ING today.
If you like what you've heard and seen today, contact Jeff Woodward at the information on the screen. Jeff helping you reach your full potential.